All right, Resident Evil Apocalypse, let's see who you really are. You are... The Technus Imperative of 5 adolescent teenagers who go to a mysterious village dealing with a very malevolent evil presence, also known as Scooby Doo and the Witch's Ghost.
How do you fit a movie inside a movie masquerading it?
I thought you were going to say Time Warner for a second.
You make it a little over an hour long, that's how you do it.
Damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the residential evil of Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. I bet the fans didn't see that coming.
So I guess this is like the one they made after Zombie Island?
Basically, Scooby-Doo on Zombies Island was a big hit that not only revitalized the franchise, but got the makers and current heads of Scooby-Doo pumping with some new ideas to run with a cinematic universe. Well, okay, just a Scooby-Doo universe, not like crossing over with all the Hanna-Barbera stuff. The point being is like, well, starting with Scooby-Doo on Zombies Island, pretty much all movies will be in the same continuity as that movie. Whether or not the monsters are real or fake, whether it's dark or light, everything is a part of the canon lore.
So in the year 1999, we got this.
This is actually my favorite of the early Scooby-Doo movies. I have some other favorite Scooby-Doo movies, but they're way far and spread out. Like, you know, there's Frank and Creepy, The Legend of the Vampire, Music of the Vampire. All nice ones.
What about The Legend of the Phantosaurus, the one where Shaggy goes full Ultra Instinct?
Or how... Wait, no, Tia. I think that's a part of the show Mystery Incorporated.
Well, damn it.
And then there's also that one where they go with Kiss. And then there's the one where they go with The Undertaker and the
WWE.
Wrestling Machine. And you know what? Let's get back on track here.
With the basics.
So, yes, 1999, Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. While Zombies Island was a big success, this movie was made to see if it could be a success that would be able to either carry on, or see if Zombie Island was just a one-trick pony. Take a wild guess as to which became the answer. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, literally the start of the film that opens up with the moon and everything. In 3, 2, 1, click.
Also,
It's funny. Oh, sorry, go on.
Apparently they changed for Shaggy again, because apparently instead of Billy West, we have Scott Innes.
Oh, I think ticked around for more because I remember him for stuff like the Cyber Chase.
I never knew Billy West even voiced Shaggy.
Oh yeah, Billy West is quite the accomplished voice
But
guy.
it's funny, Jova. Because first in regards to this movie, I don't know if it happened also in other countries as well, but in mine they had Zombie Island and this playing back to back during specific first night viewing for for like Saturday nights, which where I've dedicated channels for kids. We have Zombie Island and then these back to back. Not like they were connected directly, but more like first that and then this.
Well, they're short enough.
I don't know Hanna-Barbera, the guys, were still around at this point.
Oh, they were actually.
Barbera specifically.
Yeah, he left. I think the early 2000s.
Yeah, he was able to actually direct a short in 2005, and he died shortly after.
But also another thing, Joe, it's funny when you mentioned the crossover thing because there was the Yogi Bear crossover cartoon, but the Scooby-Doo game was never involved with that.
And just like with Zombie Island, you can tell it's done by the same studio that did the first film and also did stuff like the Batman animated series and Freakazoid and other stuff that Warner Brothers used. TMS
Never.
correctly.
Dude, never switch to decaf.
Yeah. Oh, as for why Billy West wasn't able to come back as Shaggy, this was because at the time he needed time for his role as Philip J. Fry, Professor Farnsworth, and Dr. John Zoidberg in Futurama.
Among other characters.
Yeah.
The Flintstones have come to life! No!
among other things.
Of course.
Flintstones, that was Hanna-Barbera too, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
Libs. They even have their own movie crossover with the Jetsons.
Yeah, the Jetsons got a theatrical release though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
actually
in
saw
cartoon
that one. I don't have that many memories, but I remember appreciating the music. Very 80s.
I haven't seen the movie myself, but I have seen a comparison that with another movie that was a cartoon that got a theatrical
It's
release.
interesting because I can't even tell the difference between Scott's performance and Billy's performance. Really,
Yeah.
they sound exactly the same.
Of course.
Also, for this time they
But is still performing his long-standing role.
As for who
Freddy.
they got to do the rendition of Scooby-Doo Where Are You, they got a special artist, Billy Ray Cyrus. Yes.
I don't remember the name.
It's the father of Hannah Montana, if I remember correctly, isn't he?
Yep. Billy Ray
Wow.
Cyrus, the father of Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Doing
Was it like Hannah Montana already starting in this time, or is it?
No. This is well before Hannah Montana
Yeah.
started.
This was 1999.
Yeah.
I stopped watching Disney Channel after Dave the Barbarian was cancelled, so.
Okay.
So we open up with what else? Scooby and Shaggy doing what they do best, inadvertently
Antics.
catching the bad guys.
Mm-hmm. Joe, but remind me, is Frank Welker still voicing Freddy to this day?
Yes.
Anyway, Java, Pedro ask you a question.
Yes, he still does.
Thank you.
Old Man Perkins.
Oh no, it's Gingerbeard and his mates.
With a porn stash.
It's impressive, considering he's been voicing Freddy since the very beginning of the franchise.
Well, there's also that boy, isn't Hey, what about that new Scoob movie? The one that's meant to do a Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe.
Yeah, they're not even kids anymore.
We're like in our mid-20s.
So, meet new character Ben Ravencroft, played by Tim Curry.
Totally not the secret villain in reveal, we swear.
Well, Tim Curry can sometimes play good guys. I think this was before he got typecast. Hey, believe it or not, Tio...
Jova, I'm impressed you say that with a straight face.
Well, believe it or not, Tio, in Psych, he actually didn't play the murderous bad guy.
And to be fair, there's that character in Over the Garden Wall, but I already spoiled a lot just by saying that.
And hey, there's the Wild Thornberries.
I haven't never watched that show. I already know the meme.
In the new one, Frank Welker's voicing Scooby-Doo, although he's not voicing Fred.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Zac Efron's voicing Fred.
Seriously.
That should be interesting.
So yeah, keeping with what they were doing, Velma has a strong affinity for horror novels, and this guy's a writer of it.
Also,
I
fun
think
fact...
Velma is a crow.
So
Also,
what happened to Bo from the previous movie? I guess it just disappeared into the wind.
well,
Never
to be
mind.
fair, he was an investigator of sorts.
Maybe that's the secret. Velma has the whole nerdy appearance, but in the secret, she's the one that gets more activities of the group. You know my drift.
Well, it's
Well,
funny you mention that, considering how she and Shaggy are a couple in Mystery Incorporated.
And Daphne is already, in a relationship with Freddy anyway. So.
And yeah, maybe that's the actual other twist. That Daphne appears to be more like. I think she's the more subdued.
So anyway, fun fact: Scott Innes voice.
I love what the subtitles
No,
say.
it's just to clarify to the deaf people that there was actual dialogue. It was just to symbolize we were talking.
Yeah, I know.
Also, fun fact: Scott Innes voices not only Scooby Doo. I mean, he voices not only Shaggy but also Scooby Doo. And yeah, like I say, he does a very good job impersonating Billy West as Shaggy. It's like to this day, I don't even notice the differences. Hi,
As
it's
for the other
nice.
actors, I'm guessing they're all still the same from the previous movie.
Let me see.
The-
Mary
the
Kay
ones-
Berg.
the ones from the reprising characters.
For the most part.
I mean, Daphne still sounds just like from Zombie Island. Velma the same.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, they sound. If they're different actresses, well, at least Tim Curry's British accent is more
Okay,
than his Romanian accent.
No,
You should
no,
listen
no,
to
the diamonds are real.
You should listen to his Russian accent for the Command and Conquer video game he's in.
Red Alert 3 specifically.
Oh, it used to be a quiet town, but it's a lot more popular now.
Maybe literally. I love how Shaggy Shirt Green was the exact same palette of Mr. Machine Green.
Ah, yes, this is Mayor Corey, played by Neil Ross.
Neil Ross, I've heard that name before.
He has shown up on a lot of
I
cartoons.
don't even
like
know what that accent is.
It's an accent.
Here's the joke from Scooby Island, from Zombie Island returning. so basically, if I remember correctly,
continuity.
isn't this going to be like a running gag for these early batch of films?
Sort of.
Oh, so they're in Canada?
Mr. McKnight.
Merchandising.
The Hex Girls.
Oh boy, the Hex Girls.
The Hex. Let me guess. It's a 6-girl band.
You'll see.
Or is it Hex as in, I'm going to hex you all and you'll all throw up everywhere?
You'll see.
To this day, I still have no idea what the hell that word means.
How convenient.
Jinkies, I mean.
The delivery.
Whoever's voicing the big guy just said he sounded like he was like a robot trying to read.
I think Neil and Tim are. I think Neil and Tim are having a contest over who can ham the most.
Yeah.
Honestly, that other guy's not even ham. He's just
Interesting transition. Everyone, being happy we transition to fire and brimstone for a furnace.
Well, Tio, it is an old Puritan village, and you know how they were about burning. Yes, that's right, folks. This doubles as both a Halloween movie and a Thanksgiving movie.
Interesting.
not?
Well, it's set in autumn, it seems.
yeah, a Thanksgiving movie, and of all of us in the group, only one of us actually celebrates Thanksgiving. So
Hey, it's a nice school time off.
Oh, trust me, Joe, but I have no objections to that.
okay, quick, get your apple.
Shiro, as an expert on sheep jokes, so how good was that one?
His Welsh is okay.
I wonder if everyone's just amazed at the fact that a dog is doing it.
I think that's the joke. The
This dog is just doing something incredibly impossible for. We're just gonna laugh at this.
My
I
God,
guess-
the fact that this was done by a Korean Japanese studio is much more noticeable in all of these.
I know,
You can clearly
right?
tell.
Again, they got quite.
I think it's the same. I'll check. Go ahead.
They got quite
It's
the
funny
animation
because
bump.
it's funny considering how the most complaint that Hanna-Barbera got through the early decades was the fact that they used repetitive backgrounds and they used animation all the damn time. But this is like the other,
Well, remember, Taylor, this was after Ted Turner bought the Hanna-Barbera IPs.
Properties,
And unlike William and Joseph, he actually had a big budget that he could put into these things. So,
if I recall correctly, because I think it was either Rebel Taxi or another guy of the animated community said, Ted Turner bought the entire stock just because he was a huge fanboy or something.
Yeah.
He did that with wrestling as well.
Well, remember, Terry, he also used
Turner.
that. Well, remember, Terry, he also used that to make his own shows like Captain Planet.
Yeah.
You found one of those biscuits.
Let me see.
That's not
That's
a
a
biscuit.
square.
And then he breaks it.
You can just find archaeological reports just by digging like that.
Well, Teal's falsifier showed us.
Heh.
You guys can't hear my TV, can you?
So basically, Ben Ravencroft has been looking for his ancestor Sarah in Ravencroft's journal. Basically, his ancestor Sarah Ravencroft was persecuted as a witch. Go figure.
And supposedly the town is having her ghost haunting them.
Oh, hold on.
I
I
was
made
just
it
saying
this
earlier, you guys can't hear my TV, can you?
No.
No.
Okay.
Oh, actually, very New England. Okay.
Yep. So Massachusetts. No. But New England's it itself. Oh dear.
You were gonna regret this big
Yeah.
Are
time.
they gonna, either they're gonna buy everything
From
or
those two alone.
just buy the rest.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, never mind.
What?
Hold on. No. The fuck? It's hard to.
But yeah, they're in New England. Not quite sure which of the 6 states they're in, but yeah.
How big is that steak he's having?
Not enough, dweebs. You never had a proper T-bone unless you've been in Florence, so just telling you.
Mm. Sounds like John Goodman.
Oh, never mind. Hold on. Think
Yeah, he
about it.
sounds a bit like John Goodman.
Where's everyone
Well,
else
but
singing?
But yeah, no, that's actually Bob Joles as him. Oh, New England clam chowder, that is good.
Oh. Huh.
I don't like turkey. It's dry.
You should get it when it's juicy.
The one thing, no, well, even so, well, I don't know, I heard Jova, but for me, the annoying thing with the turkey is that it has all those minor tendrils, when you try to eat like a pie.
I get what
That you
you
need to
mean.
pick up and put it away. You don't get those with chicken.
Oh, that explains where he got the accent from.
And the phone rings and he's like,
Also,
"Wait,
a very
I
old
didn't-
PC.
Wait, I didn't buy the restaurant. What are you talking about?
The caretaker's coffee name.
Some cool things.
Ravencroft. I've heard that name in like the Spider-Man 90s show.
It's the name of an institute. It's basically the Marvel equivalent of Arkham Asylum, Dibs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh. Actual history or folklore of the power colonialists.
There you go, kids. A little nice lesson along with your entertainment.
But of course, this translated into witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
But then,
Well, they literally called it Wicca.
She's
so-
helping people without health care? Burn
How
her at the
dare
stake,
she.
gentlemen!
but then one day she too succumbed to a street ticket. She couldn't treat herself, and so she died.
Oh. Okay, never mind. It's not. It's weird because it looks exactly the same. Well, not the same.
What is it?
Okay. The character, the overall character design and the overall animation is very similar to the stuff that TMS did for Warner Brothers back in the 90s. Stuff like Batman the Animated Series, Freakazoid,
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. Oh, because it's not the same studio though. It's a studio called Mook Animation.
Huh, well, they're pretty
Never heard
good.
that.
It's weird because it looks exactly like the stuff TMS made. And guess what, guys? They also animated the Yu-Gi-Oh anime.
That explains quite a bit.
Well, I consider that they definitely animated this a lot better than Yu-Gi-Oh. They probably had a bigger budget here.
I summoned Scoob in attack mode.
I summon Restaurant Emptier.
Like I said, Bo, there are these shots where the animation clearly shows it's more Japanese than actually Western in our style.
Hell, this
Yeah,
whole
well,
eating sequence
It
feels
can-
like
I'm
an
not
homage
saying
to
it-
Dragon
I'm
Ball
not saying
Z.
I'm not saying it necessarily is a negative thing. I'm just
Oh, no.
noticing that.
A lot of 90s cartoons, specifically the ones that had the better animation, it's because Asian animation studios to do it.
No,
for
and
them.
I know that stuff like the X-Men cartoon had it, for example. Even like some of the Disney sequels, like the two.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'd probably vomit too.
Oh, they also animated the 1995 Mega Man anime.
Oh, the one that was localized by Ruby Spears.
Yes.
That explained also a lot of things.
Oh god.
Poor bastard.
So you go to cash and carry. If you're able to move because of how
Yeah.
No, the gang is pretty much more lenient towards Shaggy and Scooby's clear, I want to get out of this shit behavior.
Well, to be fair, nothing creepy's happened yet.
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 Yeah, it says here, Mary Kay Bergman as Daphne and BJ Ward as Val.
Uh-huh.
No, guys,
Yeah.
here's a thought. If you stay en masse waiting for the ghost, maybe it will not show up.
It usually only happens to the poor, unsuspecting souls.
it's like
And we have Jennifer Hale as a character that
Because
doesn't
of
show up
course
yet.
there's Jennifer Hale, because
Oh!
she voices everything.
We'll see who that is later.
I'm surprised we couldn't manage to get Steve Blum for this one. That is what complete the circle.
I know,
Most-
right?
Or the
Most-
pentagram in this case.
Most likely they got Fred at the Shore to play the
That,
to do the
that's a
monster
big
noises.
chongus.
Yeah. Oh, and Tress McNeil as another character as well.
Well, think about it this way: you got enough money to buy enough wash.
Well, yeah, but think about it, Dibs. You had to go back to the market as well to get food. So, how much?
Now, so it's short. So
You're jinxing it, Shaggy.
Almost.
You're
Almost.
jinxing it again, guys.
What's the
Shit, this is
chance?
20 years ago. We can't jinx it.
Oh, hi.
Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, no, just that. The like discarded villains from the Batman animated series.
Yes, that's totally how it works.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Well, at least now they've instantly burned the fat.
I seriously wonder how the metabolism of these two works.
If only it were that simple.
You have to wonder.
Don't worry, Teo. Fortunately, they're the only two characters in this franchise that work on 1940s cartoon logic.
Even though this is even though this is 99.
No, it's not that, Lips. It's the fact that in universe they're the only two characters who get that. Oh Jesus! Like maybe they have several tapeworms.
That looks like it hurts.
Well, you know what they say, Joe. In case of doubt, that's fireball.
And make sure to specifically aim at their arse.
No.
Yes.
Oops.
Oh, hi, Daphne. I forgot you were in this movie.
Yeah, I swear, to me, Daphne's always that one.
Yeah, she's the
character who's
most
just
she's the
kinda
most
there.
bland of the five. Yeah. She's
Although
always
it's
just kind.
Although it's interesting. It was interesting. The other female character, I could never remember her name.
What, Velma?
Yeah.
No. Oh, sorry, Val. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Daphne and Freddy are usually just the pretty couple.
That's one thing I do like about Be Cool Scooby Doo is how it actually gave Daphne her own quirk.
What about Fred?
Oh yeah! Oh, don't worry. As early as like Mystery Incorporated, Fred gets a lot more character too.
Yeah, these early movies, you can tell they're still trying to take the original show, but update it. Like, not completely reinvent it, just update it.
The only
Basically,
new
later.
Scooby Doo cartoon I remember is What's New Scooby Doo.
Ah, yeah, that was a nice show.
That look of confidence, jeez.
Because it was on CBBC a lot.
I like the original show before they introduced Scrappy.
Scrappy! I'll admit, I don't hate Scrappy Doo, but I can see how he did annoy people in this sense.
A character so annoying that they had to create an entire trope around him.
Exactly.
And a movie around him being an annoying little shit.
So there we go. The Hex Girls are actually a vampire band, apparently.
Basically,
course,
the Hex Girls ended up being incredibly popular to the point where they became a recurring thing, and pretty much their own band in and out of universe. With, of course, the lead, Thorn, being played by who else? Jennifer Hale.
Tier villains from the Batman series.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, with the gothic style, we're more like in Batman Beyond, actually.
Well, yeah, from what I'm seeing here in their resume, Mook, aside from looking similar, yeah, Mook Animation is basically discount TMS from what I'm seeing here.
Well, I mean, for a name like Mook, they're actually pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's musical exiles from Gotham City, the...
Not gonna
I
lie.
know, right? Like, it's not animated by TMS. It looks and feels like a TMS animation.
Yeah. Also, I'll say this, the songs that they do are actually pretty good, not gonna lie.
I don't know, Joe, for this one, it reminds me of the one where Michael Keaton sings at the beginning of a Jack Frost movie. It's really just thing said over and over and over with way too much enthusiasm.
So yeah, Jennifer Hale, is a regular. The one with pigtails, Dusk, is played by Jane Weedland. She's kind of the one who doesn't have as big a resume. However, Shiroi, you may be familiar with the one who plays Luna, Kimberly Brooks.
Sorry, we didn't get his name.
You cut out, Jova. Say that again?
You may be most familiar with the one on the right, Shiroi, who's played by Kimberly Brooks.
Again?
I'll go more into that later.
Ready.
Oh, look.
Basically, Kimberly Brooks, if I recall correctly, she's from Steven Universe.
Oh, okay.
Who is she?
Jasper.
Oh.
Even the haircut looks a bit like Jasper's.
Oh.
Oh, she's also recently played Cheetah and Giganta in Wonder Woman Bloodlines, the most recent Wonder Woman animated film.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one, by the way. Oh, she also plays Carnelian, too, in case you were wondering.
Nah.
Oh, she was in Mass Effect.
Oh, good question. She's also in the DuckTales 2017 series as well.
Oh, the poor woman was... Oh, she was classy in Fracture Butthole. Cool.
Yeah, Kimberly Brooks has had quite the resume, to say the least.
Oh, the poor woman. She was in the Spider-Man
She's also
3
another
video
Broadway
game.
actress, I believe, and she has a fantastic voice.
Who's your voice, Mary Jane?
Additional voices.
Yeah,
But she
okay.
was, she was,
Did
she,
you voice
she was.
that creepy woman that blew that meme where
I don't
Spider-Man
know.
has face planted on the ground?
She played Niobe in Path of Neo.
Oh
Huh.
my. I guess oh, she was also in Lightning Returns, too.
Oh,
goody.
remember
As who?
Irreturns
As additional
is
voices.
the Smash Bros. Ultimate for voice actors. Everyone is here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, she was
already.
also Rosalind Starling in Lollipop Chainsaw.
Oh, no, wait. Oh, right, one of the sisters. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she was. Oh, she was.
Oh,
Mimi.
look at that! It's the mayor. What's in the box?
Oh, and also in Bioshock Infinite, Kimberly Brooks plays Daisy Fitzroy, one of my favorite characters.
Come on, Shaggy. You're not doing it right. It should be like we will.
The point is, she's had a variety of roles.
Sure, yeah.
She was also Mimi in Dexter's Laboratory.
Like,
For those who don't remember, one of Dee Dee's best friends.
and when it comes to Jennifer Hale, don't even bother. That woman has a resume as long as...
Much like to one of her most recurring play character, Jean Grey, tracing back the entirety of her chronology is a nightmare, so don't bother.
Yeah. Heck, like I said, the one who has the
I
smallest...
dread for the poor soul who had to create the Wikipedia article of her filmography.
So Scooby-Doo and Shaggy get to tail the mayor.
I tell you, maybe her agent did it.
Oh.
The Wikipedia is built on the blood and tears of poor plebe people.
God rest them for doing such a service.
Yeah, great job, Velma. Maybe you should find something like an object to break lock.
Oh.
I mean, guess, Fred, your next line is gonna be, "I hate sand."
It's time.
Do.
Get cockblocked! That's what it's time for.
Her name is Porn.
Yep. Thorn, Dusk, and Luna.
Oh, the edge. Don't dab like that, please.
You know, they should have just called the band the Edgy Girls rather than the X Girls.
We are the edgy girl. Oh god, do that song.
Yeah, shake
The
that
X is
booty, yo.
Foreign seems like the leader. She's voiced by the most famous actress of the three.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I'm looking up Dusk's voice actress, Jane Whelan, and she's more an American musician, singer, and songwriter.
He's
Well,
a
that makes
porn.
sense. Well, that makes
Velma,
sense.
he's a
It's not one who
porn.
could sing, so
He's a poor nerd. You're pushing him.
Oh!
not just that. She was literally she still had one foot on his head. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be able to withstand that. But whatever.
Oh, here's a funny thing. She's actually credited as one of Bruce Wayne's girlfriends in an episode of the new Batman Adventures. Essentially, Batman the Animated Series Season 4. Gwen on Mission Hill. And her most prominent character, Dusk, a recurring character in the Scooby-Doo franchise. So, yeah. I guess you could say that she's the runt of the litter. Well, when it comes to acting.
You.
Where did you guys get those costumes on such short notice?
We
Remember-
just can't, Jova.
Remember, Joe, like I said, these two characters are the only ones who operate on 1940s cartoon logic.
I mean, you gotta give them credit. They're dang good at it.
Is that when Scooby-Doo started? The 40s?
No, the 1960s.
It shows for costume design.
But remember, Dwebs, before they founded Hanna-Barbera, William and Joseph Barbera were the ones who were responsible for the Tom and Jerry Golden Age shorts. So their careers date back to the 1930s. So.
Yeah, she totally didn't notice you too. Seriously.
Totally.
You suck at stealth, Fred.
Oh boy, a shack out there. That's usually the place where the
Oh, okay.
cold-blooded murderer hangs out.
I've seen Stranger Things. She's gonna disappear because of a demon. No.
Huh. Well, that's not suspicious in the slightest.
I know, right? She's doing that by standing. That's very annoying on your ankles, lady. Sit down.
I've seen Goosebumps. It'll turn out they're all under the control of a puppet.
How do you know? For all you know, she's just making a special soup. I mean,
Or a simple cold, remedy.
You want to talk
Oh,
some
okay.
real witchcraft? Let's talk about the bush that grew 4 legs.
Oop. Peekaboo.
I don't see you.
Oh, hello.
Wow, was it the talent?
You could be less rude about it.
That's one way to evade.
see, there you go, Dwebsies. They even leave purposely shaped holes on the wall, just like a 1940s cartoon character.
Yes.
Sheer force of adrenaline.
Again.
And
And of
look,
course,
notice how,
they
notice
get the
how-
wrong
sorry.
glasses each.
Of
Oh,
course, of course.
hand contact. That's first step.
Oops, wrong glasses. Oh my god,
Actually,
Velma's eyes!
My favorite variation of this gag is during the Johnny Bravo Scooby Doo crossover, where Velma's like, "My glasses! I can't see without my glasses!" And Johnny Bravo's like, "My glasses! I can't be seen without my glasses!"
Yeah, we have never seen him without his sunglasses.
Trust me, Jova, it's an Eggman thing. You don't want. You don't want.
You don't
him
want to
without
see his eyes.
Well, yeah, it's like just a few seconds ago we saw Velma's eyes for real, when they're not shaded by that filter.
But yeah, notice Dwebs how the other characters actually get hurt, but these two they just shrug it off. So. See, they even have cartoon. They're the only ones who even have cartoony effects, cartoony sound effects.
So they're from an alternate universe.
No. They just worked out on the special cartoon workout regiment. I mean, we dealt with zombies, but this is getting real, yo. Wow, that may be a new record.
It's been a while since when it comes to me and Scooby Doo, the longest amount of time I remember watching stuff on Scooby Doo was when it was running on like BBC Two in like early morning or something. That was like during the late 90s, early 2000s.
Ah.
It's been a while ever since then. My watching of Scooby Doo has been rather limited.
Uh-huh.
That seems yo.
Scooby Doo's Tale with Batman fangirls.
I've shouted for less.
Yeah, we came because Tim Curry asked us to.
The famous Tim Curry asked us to.
Is that Pocahontas? Oh, never mind.
There it is.
No, it's not.
Corrupted Pocahontas, maybe.
Maybe it's like in the Family Adams Family, the second movie, where Wednesday, manages to get the Thanksgiving state representation of the Boy Scout, camp to have the native
Oh, I
turn
love this bit.
against the colonies. Oof.
Goal!
Nice soccer goal.
Alright, let's see who's behind the mask.
Professor Hein White.
Huh.
The doctor with like one line. That's very anticlimactic.
Oh, Thorne's father.
Fred, come on.
You do know stage.
I mean, your name is Fred, so shut up.
Yeah, like what's wrong with Sally?
It's not edgy enough. Remember, we thought her name was Thorn.
That's her stage name.
How did he fly, though?
We'll
Hold on,
get to
she's
that.
explaining.
We're
she's-
getting there.
She's explaining.
Whoop.
There you go.
Thank you for your contribution, Scoob.
There you go, Dubs.
No one's seen that, though.
So you need an accomplice. The restaurant over. Oh no.
That's right. The entire
The
town
entire
was in on
town
it.
was in it.
Involved.
So yeah, what a surprise. They turned the entire town as a tourist attraction.
I mean, when you get down to it, it's sort of a subversion. Normally, the villain dresses up as a ghost to try and scare away people, but here they were dressing up as a ghost to attract tourism.
So movie's over, right?
Well, not quite.
We still have quite a bit of time left.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
clearly all credits, so come on. Maybe there are bloopers, I don't know.
So you're stuck. You were stalking us.
You see, Bo, there's this roleplay that's killing our new generations and making them so violent. Just like Mazes and Monster.
I know exactly what she's talking about.
Totally.
Sure you did.
Also, Ass-Shot. Why?
In like the leather.
Because this was directed by a Japanese person too.
Oh, right, it's actually, yeah.
Well, somebody had to storyboard this.
Little.
Okay, when's it gonna turn out that Tim Curry was behind it all?
Why would he be behind decrying his own ancestor as a witch?
Because he hates his family secretly. I don't know.
Like, damn. They actually found a corpse.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then they bury the corpse, but it turns out it was for nothing and they get run over by a train.
What?
A little bit of something. Remember that shoe buckle that Scooby got?
Wow.
The buckle looks like it's supposed to actually be the buckle for a book.
Well, again, it's still how come maybe you can find these archaeological, discoveries with just like digging a little.
About that.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm stumped.
We have to go deeper. Wow, that's a first. Sell out.
Dogs are greedy.
Well, at least they'll do it when you give it to them. Well, the well-behaved ones anyway.
They're supposed to do the trick first, and then you give them the treat.
That's not how Scooby works, Roy.
Well, what's in the box? Okay, team, you don't have to orgasm now. I know that is your specialty with your characters, but come on, this is a kids movie.
Oh, lovely.
It's the ugly cousin of Grimoire Vice.
Nice observation, Daphne. Looks kind of evil. Looks kind of evil.
Oh, what a surprise! Tim Curry's character turned out to be evil.
So
No.
here's the thing.
I told you guys he was secretly evil, but did you listen to me? No.
So Sarah was not actually a Wiccan. She was actually a witch, which means that the Puritan village actually got one of their burnings done right. Go figure.
Now who's role-playing, dude?
Played like a damn fiddle.
Oh, shit.
I read
The
that.
Hey, look, a
lantern.
throwback to the first movie.
You know, from where he was
And yeah,
sitting,
he orchestrated the whole mummy scene from the get-go.
You know, the view from his window a bit earlier made it look like he was in Metropolis.
Probably a nice little throwback.
It was more the fact that he was reading a newspaper called the Daily Lantern.
What a shock! It turns out that there actually was a witch at hand. Especially since we know that ghosts and zombies can actually exist.
You know, Fred, you could just tackle him instead of pointing your finger.
Oh wait, I want to see
This
where
is
this
an
goes.
Ace Attorney. It doesn't work like that.
Notice my directing! Also,
Yeah, this is definitely
find
done by an
someone.
anime company, Jesus.
It reminds me, with this, it reminds me a bit of the Gargoyles animated series.
Ah, there's Tim Curry's favorite bout,
No,
chewing the
no,
scenery.
team, no, this is not the Black Lantern Corps, mantra. It got it all wrong.
You know, someone could dive at him. Oh, no, they can't. Never mind.
Not with
again,
all that
the trick is
wind.
good or too cowardly, but come on, Fred.
Shiroi, you see what he just said, Shiroi? This is evil's finest hour.
Yes, you can tell because it's lime green everywhere.
You're not a nerd anymore.
He can see without his glasses.
I out-nerd you. He's having fun.
Why do I get the feeling Tim Curry signed up when he was told that he'd get to have this scene? You mean I get to have a scene where I'm evil as all fudge? Sign me up.
Yeah, who doesn't want to be all ham? Evil ham.
Oh,
Seriously, Tim, come on.
One of my favorite
All right, then.
when he was the concierge.
So now
Wow.
finally someone tries the tackle, but
of all
It's
the
not very
people,
effective,
Daphne
huh?
actually tried to do
fuck
it.
you, I can fly. Bye.
you're not Batman.
I went to villain college after all. Mwahaha. Also, I can
Me
do
of
that
evil.
too.
Mad.
Yes.
Oh no,
Don't-
you just didn't call them like that.
We're not kids.
We're
Oh,
in our...
Yeah, why do people always call us that?
that is officially Fred's berserk button, being called meddling kids.
Doesn't matter the oldest of the group, so like someone in his 30s actually.
Shaggy looks the oldest.
He actually is in some continuities.
Isn't Shaggy the youngest, actually?
Well, actually, according to stuff like Scooby-Doo The Mystery Begins, Shaggy's the oldest, since he was the first one who was able to drive.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Scooby and Shaggy did something useful.
Yep.
Well, technically they
They're not
always
fucking
do,
Sure,
even if
yeah.
unintentionally.
Dweebs, you need to stop writing the scripts of the movies we watch. Come on.
Oh, so it's a spook movie, so you've got to have pump.
Then to be machine into a
No!
house.
No, not again.
Return me my... You will not... Return me my evil book!
Okay, hey, it's funny. I said that and then he drove into a house just like the one I said.
Well, at least they didn't drive into a fruit cart.
and then they toppled over and crashed.
Uh-oh.
And then Shaggy was arrested for vehicular manslaughter.
Wouldn't that have been quite a bittersweet end?
Of like, did this in real life?
Huh. You wonder.
How the hell are they still able to drive that thing? Oh,
You know,
never mind.
Dweebs,
Oh, no,
these
wait.
episodes of Dweebs, these episodes of Top
Oh,
Gear
there
is very
goes the
weird.
last tire.
Tonight, Shaggy crashes into a house.
Oh, he did a flip.
So hang on, why did I say if it was in real life? They only made 2 movies. Oh, theatrical ones anyway. I think they made... Joe, did they do a couple of live action ones direct to DVD?
Mystery Begins and the Swamp Monster one.
And then those ones James Gunn co-wrote. I think he wrote them. Somewhere.
Yeah, I actually like Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, and the first one is becoming more of a guilty pleasure for me.
Oh, no, it's really becoming an episode of Ghost Stories.
Oh god.
Hang on, where's the jokes about? Hang on, Tia, where's the jokes of? Or like it's a black man chasing you. Ah! Where's the jokes like that?
Ah, hey, Tress McNeil. Yes, that's Tress McNeil playing Sarah Ravencroft. About that. Get it? She thinks it's not that changed because they're putting on the little festival.
Did you not notice the giant car?
Well, she said not much has changed.
Yeah, wrong. Terrible choice of words.
Ooh.
Now this tree shall die.
Let's Disney up things a bit, shall we?
But where are the people dancing around going, "Hail Disney"?
Tress McNeil.
Well,
I don't
to
know,
be fair, Dweebs, that's kind of the effect that Disney's having with its passage.
Yeah, I see what you mean though, Pedro. Tress McNeil, of course, loves hamming it up too.
She sounds a bit more like Suzanne Blakesley
Blakesley, yeah.
here.
She's probably imitating and doing an imitation of.
From whence you came. Do you mind? I hadn't finished yet.
About that.
That's very rude. And we know from the movie who's a virtual soul here.
Uh-huh.
Or the live action movie.
Now, who could be fast enough to get the book?
Shaggy. Also.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. You're a 1940s character, so obviously you can go faster than us.
Yeah,
But, like, man, this involves risking life and limb. Oh, never mind. We'll do it for the whole box.
You can also defy the laws of physics. You'll be fine.
I know it's 1999, but you have the power, so go for it.
I'll have Alice know I do not ride a broom. 'Tis stereotyping.
The Scooby Snacks are dead.
Well, time to get to work.
Wow, Fred, you're really a singer with your insults.
Oh, I guess for her time date, those are new.
I hate pumpkins.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
No, don't you see? She was trying to turn them into the carriages, but the spell went.
This is not what Cinderella taught us.
Yeah.
Well, Burberry Sleep, Kino's Burberry Sleep had something along this.
Man, your aim is crap.
Well, I guess she's had 400 years to kind of be stuck.
Poor Tim Curry. You know, lady, you don't really need to enslave a turkey to make it aggressive. They already are.
But now she made it monstrous. Happy Thanksgiving!
Jesus.
Monstrous turkey.
It's just like the softball game from 1999.
Yeah.
Which one? The N64 one or the PS1 one?
It was on both consoles, actually.
Yeah, but they were the same.
Aren't they kind of different?
Well, I saw this enough hentai to see where this is going.
It was a really
Oh,
generic,
boy.
bad FPS, the whips.
Ow. Good thinking, Velma.
Ugh.
I got the name right. Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. They made you bigger, not gave you Mr. Fantastic powers.
Apparently she did. Wrong number!
I'm a ghost. I could just go through the door, right?
Ow!
And now it's time to shove it up your ass.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Yes, I say don't forget the book.
Run on all fours then!
I guess even in '99 you still had the same background animation stuff from old Hanna-Barbera. Wasn't it Ruby Spears though that created the characters?
Joseph Barbera was actually an executive producer on this movie, so yes, one of the creators was involved.
I meant like when like the original characters from like the 50s, the 60s. Weren't they Ruby Spears, or am I getting that mixed up?
No, you're getting mixed up.
That 1/16 will have to be enough, dang it!
All you have to do is read something. Come on.
Yeah, the script. I mean, the book. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Wrong company.
I don't think Disney owned Wizard of Oz yet.
I thought that was MGM.
I thought Wizard of Oz was public domain.
Wait, does
No,
Disney
it's-
own Wizard of Oz?
Well,
No.
actually, no. Actually, it's really no. Actually, it is maybe Warner Bros. Because they had that Tom and Jerry
Yeah, it's
movie.
Warner Brothers.
Setting it.
But Disney
What about-
made Oz the Great and Powerful.
The original Wizard of Oz movie right now is all distributed by Warner Brothers. So yeah.
Oh, I wasn't talking about the original, I was talking about the property itself. I'm pretty sure that's public domain.
Oh yeah, the property is public domain. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the whole witch melting thing, that's like in every version of Oz.
Reminds me of that joke from Freakazoid. Behold, the
No,
purest kryptonite.
It's the
That's
tree
Superman's
from-
weakness, not mine.
It's the trees from Two Towers.
Oh boy.
Yes, Daphne, you're doing such a great job.
I tried!
Okay, there's the fetish moment for the.
Where we already hit that check mark with the pumpkins, Pedro.
Now read like our lives depend on it, because they really do!
This work is purely a work of fiction. Oh, sorry, wrong bit. No, just read the beginning. All characters in this book are purely fictitious.
Shouldn't it be from which you've came? Or which you've. Oh, well, sorry, you've
He
came.
needs to do
you've
the
come.
rhyme.
You've come, okay. No, actually, it says you've come, yeah, so yeah, it already has to have in it. So.
No,
This is
not
like
into the
a
pit,
glitchy-
it
like a glitchy
burns!
computer program.
Well, I guess it's better than in the Faces of Evil because you're not actually throwing the book at the bad person, the bad guy.
Oh snap, the book's literally chasing her.
No, I need to hammer.
Oh.
Jesus.
That's
So,
Oh, so
so
Well, that was an end.
did we just kill the person?
Nah, they're still alive there as long as the book's okay. Which it's not now.
That's the thing. The witch came back to hell. So take your conclusions.
And now that the book is burned, oh boy.
Yay, we killed a person!
They're
Woo!
stuck in hell forever.
That's gonna be fun to explain to the police tomorrow.
I'm
Yes.
checking something here. Apparently, there was some behind-the-scenes controversy. Basically, after the success of Zombie Island, which received better sales than Warner Bros. Expected, the team was tasked with creating this movie, the second one. However, since Zombie Island was a one-off experiment, the crew producing it worked with complete creative freedom. But for this movie, the creative freedom was scaled back considerably. And apparently, the new screenwriters insulted the team that had produced the first film. That's
Oh, I
Wow,
love
that's
this bit.
big.
Oh no!
Our new attraction. So, what better way to end this than with a music number?
What does the chicken have to do with bats?
No, Dreams. A turkey. The world's biggest turkey will be our new attraction. The town is saved!
And I guess that's the good news for him too, because we don't have to kill him.
Yep.
Yeah, don't have to eat him either.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I love how the drumming this doesn't match at all with what they're doing in the sound.
Yeah.
This song is so 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
keyboard making any sounds?
10 out of 10 lyrics.
Could they all play musical instruments before?
Yes.
Oh, one of the symbols was moving on its own.
It's a ghost, maybe?
Maybe some magic was left over.
Oh, there's the pedal. This is what looked like she was moving. Let me guess. There's secretly no one there.
No, don't you see? There's people off in the distance taking pictures.
They are really hard to animate, Dweebs. Come on.
See, there's some people there.
And even the turkey's joining in.
Yep.
Also, someone in the crew looks like Dr. Wily.
Where did the Tim Curry guy go?
He
He's
took a long,
permanently
long
retired.
vacation.
Hey.
And thank you for that. Scott ends as Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Oh, he was Scooby in this one as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mentioned earlier.
Oh, I thought it was Spike Welker doing it.
Nope, it was the guy who played Shaggy also doing Scooby. Again, props to him for not
Oh,
only
but-
doing a good sound like when it comes to Scooby, but
Yeah.
also Shaggy.
The original voice actor for Scooby was Don Messick. For those who don't know, Don Messick also voiced Muttley. He was basically the Mel Blanc of Hanna-Barbera. He did a lot of voices for Hanna-Barbera back in the day.
Yeah, what a shock that the guy who would replace him as Scooby would later be Frank Welker, the man of so many animal grunts and voices.
Storyboard cleanup. There are two people doing editing, basically.
Wow.
And character cleanup.
Well, character cleanup is more of an artistic stuff like that, but one for the storyboard, if we say, no, you need to change the sequence of events like this, and that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, is there a post-credit scene?
No, Dweebs, don't worry.
Let me check.
Rangers Meet will not ask the Scooby Gang to be part of the Yogi crossover initiative.
Aw.
Although, who knows, that's bound to be a thing eventually.
But hey, they're trying to make a Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe.
It's so weird how that cartoon paraded itself to be basically the Smash Bros of the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, but due to its own nature about being extremely vast, it left out so many people, so many other properties that don't even appear like as cameos or anything.
Uh-huh.
But why digressing? Final thoughts for now. Who wants to start?
Me, please.
Go on.
Again, me being rather in and out when it comes to Scooby-Doo, this was alright. I mean, it's what you expect, spooky stuff and mysteries.
And a lot of comedy involving Shaggy and Scooby, which seems to be like 40 years behind.
And a twist ending that was actually a pretty good twist.
Mm-hmm.
Also, poor Tim Curry's character. He's stuck in a book with Tress McNeil.
It's okay. He was a bad guy anyway. Waves. Come on, party hard.
Yeah,
But
we
Tress McNeil herself was just, a character in this movie was kind of a bit of a beanie.
Well, I mean, she was only a witch who tried to enslave everyone to the powers of darkness and all that. Maybe she just needed a good therapist.
Well, maybe she can write a therapist in the book.
Maybe in the book that is now burning.
Make a new book.
Yeah. Anyway, back to you.
Joe Ruby and Ken Spears.
Uh-huh.
There you go, special event to Joe Robbie and Ken Spears.
Here's Ruby Spears.
Huh. How about that?
Well, actually, no, I guess that kind of makes sense considering Mook Animation did this.
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera, Time Warner Company.
Gone.
Anyway, that's about it for me for my final thoughts. It's Scooby-Doo.
All right, as for me, yeah, it's actually pretty good. Again, what I like about these early Scooby-Doo movies is that they literally take what Anna and what William Anna and Joseph Barbera did back in the '60s, and they update it for '90s standards, what were the modern standards at the time. and it works really well. They do a great job in keep retaining all of the qualities that made Scooby-Doo popular at the first time around, while at the same time updating it just enough, well, but still fully embracing the campy and overall silliness of it all. And it works really well. Again, it's a Scooby-Doo movie, much less just like Zombie Island. It's a Scooby-Doo movie made by Scooby-Doo fans for Scooby-Doo fans, and that's all you really can ask for. The animation is still as good, and I still think Zombie Island is a better movie, if anything, because remember, Zombie Island has the advantage that it was the movie that broke the "it's always someone in a costume" thing, so that movie will always have that special advantage going for it.
It's funny you mentioned that, but go on.
What?
I'll tell you after we're done with this commentary, actually.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it works. It works for a lot. It still works really well for what it is. If you want an extended episode of Scooby Doo, this is it exactly. It works exactly like it, and just like Zombie Island, it does have the twist that the ghost was always real, keeping up with that theme that Zombie Island started. Yeah, which is interesting. Like just like I said earlier, here's an interesting thing that I found out on Wikipedia. Like I said, apparently the writers of this movie insulted the team that made the first film. So basically there was some behind the scenes trouble. Fortunately, it doesn't show in the final product. So
thankfully, yeah.
But here's the thing: the studio requested the filmmakers to tone down their content as they feared Zombie Island had proved too scary for its intended audience. Which explains why, don't get me wrong, this movie's still pretty good, but which explains why this movie is clearly scales down on the scary imagery that Zombie Island had. Kopp and Goodman's script concluded with, here's an interesting thing. The original script by Kopp and Goodman, the new writers that were brought in, showed the revelation that the townspeople were using the witch as a publicity stunt, and that was it. That's it. However, the original team found this unsatisfactory, and Glenn Leopold, who was the writer for the first film, rewrote the last third of the film, introducing the concept that the ghost was indeed real. Fortunately, things ended up turning all right in the end. Well, at the very least, those behind-the-scenes troubles don't show in the final product. At the very least, fortunately.
True.
Yeah. It's still a very good movie. Again, if you like Scooby-Doo, you'll like this. It's just it's that simple. It gives you exactly what you want and does it really well. You can't really ask much more than that, really. So yeah, really good, too.
Yeah, I'll go next. It's fine. It's similar to Zombie Island. It's a 1 hour package, or exactly what you need. Similar to what Pedro said, you need an extra, a more extended episode of Scooby Doo. There you go. It's also good for the, for those Saturday nights for TV broadcasters who want to have a quick thing to show to kids, for example. The only thing I will say is that what Pedro just said about the last bit of a movie being sort of hastily written in order to fit better and give a more satisfying conclusion, it kind of feels a bit. Because if we wanted to approach like a Zombie Island, I could have imagined them doing something like similar to that movie, in a sense that there was no the town people were trying to do the tourist attraction thing at all. It was always like just the occult thing. But no, in this case, they do both things. They do the classic reveal for classic style of the audience, and then the turns out this thing is real, twist. But it works for the purpose of the movie. Mm-hmm. I'm like also the only thing I would say also is that the songs that we introduced with the with the band characters are not the more awe-inspiring. Like I wouldn't buy these on iTunes if I had any day. But considering they're becoming recurring characters, I'm guessing they get better along the line. So we'll see. Oh yeah, last note, because I joked out about the entire movie. Yeah, Daphne is definitely at its most pointless that I've seen her so far. There's also that small parenthesis where they hint at the shipping with Aaron Fred, but that absolutely goes nowhere. It's like a 2 seconds thing. So we were trying to pad the time or something.
Baby steps
But,
to you. Baby steps with their
I suppose,
relationship.
but compare this to how Velma actually, handles as another character. Velma is arguably the real protagonist of this movie when you get down to it. She has a complete full arc, the more relationship with other characters, betrayal, and a growth as a result of it. And she's the one who also solves the twist. Tradition, I know, but get what I mean. But yeah. Again, I would prefer still Zombie Island so far, but this one is fine enough too. Next.
Sure.
Basically, what Dwib said, like a lot of these movies, like are or just seem like they're going to be just really good quality extended episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not quite the length of a full theatrical movie. So, but yeah, they still managed to do really well with the extra time that they're given, pacing wise. It doesn't feel like it goes on too much, and yeah, it was good. I liked it.
And also, Sheree, if you like the Hex Girls, get used to them because they'll be a recurring theme for the franchise. They were that popular.
I like the demon cat people from the other movie.
Of course.
Well, remember,
Not
there's
everybody
literally
can be demon cat people, Sheree.
Oh.
Well, Shiroi, the Zombie Island is the fan favorite movie for a reason. So.
Yeah.
What, cat fetish?
Well, furries.
Well, remember, Joe,
Of course.
by all means, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Zombie Island the only one of these movies that actually got a direct sequel? Like with the
Again,
it's
it's
funny
funny
you
you
mention
mentioned
that.
that.
Oh,
Well,
so
okay. Well, here's the thing, Pedro. Again, as you may have noticed, there was actually a little wink to the audience where they actually brought up events from Zombie Island in this movie.
Yeah.
It's like I
Yeah.
said, pretty much every movie is a sequel to Zombie Island in a sense.
Okay,
But no,
that's why
Pedro
I
is
said
referring
direct
a direct
sequel.
sequel
But when
to
it comes
that
to direct
story
sequels
itself.
coming back, yes. Well, okay, it's not the only thing. I mean, heck, Scooby-Doo and the 13 Ghosts technically has a direct sequel in the form of a movie too, but I get your point.
Not to mention, it's gonna be staying for long because the team has already stated, I think, on Twitter or somewhere else, that they want to start a sort of sequel series in a sense that they're gonna look at cases from these series of movies where had something left unsolved or something, and try to bring it back with sequels to those.
Hmm.
Interesting direction.
Yes, it is quite interesting.
Go ahead, Shiro, and finish.
No, I have.
Okay,
I guess that
Nova,
just leaves me
I
then.
guess.
Yeah, like I said, this was actually my favorite of the original Scooby-Doo movies. Like, it may partially be because this was my first ever Scooby-Doo movie that I saw. Yeah, believe it or not, when I first saw the first 3 ones, I saw first Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, and then I saw Zombie Island. I used to think Zombie Island was the second one, which all make kind of confuse me when Ben brings up that newspaper that he saw them unmasking the bad guy from the start of the Zombie Island. So in hindsight now it makes more sense, and then I saw Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. But yeah, basically though, I really still enjoyed this movie. It's my favorite of the first 3. Like, don't get me wrong, Zombie Island is definitely a classic, but I do like how Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost has something for everyone there. Like, well, and I do like its twists. Like, okay, I feel like, well, it works with its twists very well. Like, for instance, there's the typical unmask the bad guy bit for people who prefer that way, but then for people who prefer the new direction, there's that, and they use the first mystery as quite a twist to get you to think that Ben is actually the good guy, but then, oh, turns out he's the bad guy, with his evil ancestor played by Trace McNeil. And might
Sorry, go on.
And might I say, the voice acting is quite sublime. You're about to say to you?
Yeah, I was about to say exactly. Yeah, not yet another product where Tim Curry is enjoying way too much of the role that he's given.
I'll say, like, holy cow, you'd think that he always wanted to be in an anime with how this went. I mean,
Well, technically,
it kind of
you can
is.
You can kind of consider it one.
It's an animal.
I guess it's an anime in the same way Avatar The Last Airbender is an anime.
It's similar to how the Good Times movies look like 90s animes, because they technically are 90s
Yeah.
animes.
Oh yeah. Except this one actually looks good.
True. This one
Well,
actually has
these
a
are, I
budget.
had a budget. Yeah, I was about to say.
But yeah, again, I really enjoy this movie. I like the introduction of the Hex Girls. I find them interesting characters who we'll build off more later in the future. And I actually do like their songs. Yeah, for something that's a semi-musical, this is not bad. The animation is definitely gorgeous, and I think holds up rather well to this day. In some ways, I think it actually looks a bit better than Zombie Island, which would make sense, you know, it's a newer movie than Zombie Island. And that's not to say Zombie Island looks bad. No, Zombie Island still looks great, but this one feels like they bumped up the animation to, yeah, like you guys said, look like a Scooby-Doo anime. It's only a matter of time till we get an anime of Scooby-Doo.
Why not? We got an anime of Batman.
True that.
Several, actually.
Yeah, at least 3. But yeah, and like I said, the voice work is definitely some of my favorite for the series, and that's saying something because I really do like the current voice cast. I guess we'll have to see how that new cast is doing, though I assume they'll still have Matthew Lillard on as Shaggy. He's still my favorite Shaggy, but I digress.
That's interesting because he comes from from what I understand, the least popular renditions of Scooby-Doo.
Again, the first movie is at best a guilty pleasure, but I think the second one is actually legit good. We'll get to that another day, though. The point being is like, well, I really enjoy this movie, and I think it's a really good pick for Halloween. And like I said, guys, it doubles as a Thanksgiving movie, too.
Yeah, 2 birds with 1 stone.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so Jova, you're done.
Yep. That wraps up today's commentary.
But yeah, that's nice, Jova. But you know what? All these journey about, ghosts, demons, supernatural dreaming or stuff like that, it's kind of tiring a bit. If only there was like a place to rest. Pedro, do you know something where we can book a night?
Well, I do have a cottage that's far away in a mountain. I mean, we could go there. There's the history of something that happened there that was kind of, fucked up. But that was decades ago. That's just
Old wives'
Oh, but is
tales.
there room for all 5 of us to go, though?
Sorry guys, you'll have to go there without me.
Yeah, Dwarves doesn't like
It's
traveling
like
to
it's like
mountains.
McDonald's. We'll leave him in the kiddie pool.
Alright then,
Hey,
dweebs,
oh,
behave
if
while
you're
we're
all-
away.
If you'll okay, audience, come play with us next time.
See ya.
See ya.
Forever and
See
ever.
ya.